Alright. Might need to fix the fan. I don't know. Let me know if... Can you guys hear the fan? Like, I have it on over here. Well, I have the ceiling fan on too, but I have, like, an actual fan right now. So I don't know if it's bothering you guys on, like, the mic. So let me know. I did see we're live. I have such a mess on this fucking desk. I have a mess in this room in general. But, I see my wife is already on the chat. What's up? Alright, give everybody a couple minutes. Let's see, I have, I think I have it on here. Make sure I have the chat over here. Oh, you can hear a little bit. Do you want me to, like, turn it down? Like, so it's not going as hard, right? You know? Like, drop it a level or two? Maybe just one level. I might die if I put it in level 1, but... so let me know, and then I'll... just while I see people showing up, you know, we can get this on the road. Yeah, lower it? Okay. Let me lower it a little bit. Okay, it's in level 2 now, so let me know what it sounds like now. If it sounds good, if it sounds okay, you know, let me know. Hopefully it sounds, it does. Hopefully you don't hear it now, right? That's the main thing. I hope you don't hear it now, because I think if I lower it anymore, I'm gonna die of heat. But if I have to, I'll do it. I don't want to turn on the AC because I haven't used it in a while, so I want to make sure. That it's good. So, like, as long as you tell me that you can't hear it, we're good. Right? We're like this. I'm using my old mic, or my desk mic, the one I was using. The one I always use. I'm not using the other ones. Not for this, at least. I don't even know how that would work. I'm tempted to one of these days use it, but like if I do a standing stream, maybe. But right now, you can still hear it. God damn it! Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. Maybe if I move it like this. Hold on. What if I put the filter on towards the fan? Right? Like, maybe that helps. I hope. Like, I hope and pray that if I put the filter that way, you won't hear it. Cause like I don't want to die of like a heat stroke in here. Cause this room gets hot a lot. So. And it's weird because like it's raining, so you would think it'd be cooler, but not right now. Right now it's a little warm. Like I moved the filter to see if it would block the fan. I don't know. Tell me if it, like I said, if you still can hear it, let me know if it's like not terribly, you know, like loud, right? Like if it's manageable, you know, let me know. Like if it's annoying, then I might have to drop it down again to like level 1, but I would rather not have to do that. Like I want to make sure we're good. Let me know, and then we can. I think we might be able to get started after we confirm or stuff like that. So. Maybe if I put some audio in the background, you won't hear anything. I doubt it though. I'm not even gonna attempt to do that. No way. No way. Because then you might not be able to hear me, so I'm not gonna risk that for this stream at least. If it was a different type of stream, I might be able to do that, but okay. Well, I'm not seeing anybody say anything about the fan anymore, so I'm gonna go off the assumption that we're good, right? I'm hoping. I hope so. Hope everything's good. Hope you're fine. Hopefully you can still hear me. Oh boy. It's going to be a fun stream. Or at least I hope to make it a fun stream for you all. I do want to... I said I have... I'm trying to see my numbers. Gotta make sure you stay hydrated, people. It's like, water is the liquid of life. Alright, well, since I'm not seeing anybody else complaining about the fan... Hopefully, for now. Let's talk about what we're here for. I do want to, first off, I want to say thank you to, like, everybody that's watched the latest video on the channel. Like, that video blew up like nobody's business. Wait, why the hell did you go away? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, good. Because I was going to say, what the hell? Where'd you go? No, we're good. Okay, there we go. Okay, I want to go... Where do I go? I want to go over here. Because I want to give you, like, the latest numbers on this. Like, the video, like, blew up way more than I thought it was going to. Like, the last anime time I did, like, did really well. But this one, like, blew up in numbers. Like, it's crazy. How much this one has, like, blown up. Let's see. There we go. I found it. I found it. Okay, like so far, this video has got... Okay, I found it. Okay, my next highest video is like from back in like when I used to do X and Y episode reviews, and it was like 30,000. And then like it goes down from there, like Yokai Watch reviews. Why are they still... Oh, I privated those. That's why. Like, that's why you're not going to see those. But, like, most of these were, like, years ago. Like, back in, like, 2014, 2015. Oh, I have an Origins video that was, like, 2013. Like, Pokemon Origins. Like, for the most part, these videos, they're old, right? So, like... Can I make this bigger? I want to see if I have anything, because I think so like the anime time I did last year for Inuyashiki, that's like, it's like down, like it's like maybe like the 20 something video on this list. Like it's really, and that was like a miracle. But like this one is blowing the fuck up. Like it's really crazy how much. The fact that it's got like double the amount of views as my like most viewed video on the channel is crazy, and I think it might have the most likes. Hold on, can I sort by likes? I don't think I can, but no, it's not letting me by likes. But I think it might have one of the highest likes that I've ever had on a video. Like, it's got like way more than the previous anime time from last year. Where is it? Yeah, Like it's got way more. Like it's crazy. And then like on top of that, so not only it has become my most viewed video on the channel, but it's also like I think it's garnered me the most subscribers ever in the history of this channel. Like in terms of numbers. You can't hear me? Or what? Or you can't hear the fan? Like what can't you hear? You can't hear my voice? Hold on. That doesn't sound too good. I don't know if I like that. Where is it? It's not good if you can't hear me. What's that? Like it says it's picking up my audio. So are we not? Like, can you not hear me still? Like, where? Do I need to reset my audio thing? That's weird. It's saying it's picking it up. That's not what I want. Put this a little over here so you can actually see it. There we go. That should be. There we go. And let me move on. I think that's better. Like I need to know, because if you guys can't hear me at all, then I might have to try maybe disconnecting my thing and trying again. Like it's weird because like it's saying it's picking up my voice. Okay, can you hear me now? Like can you hear my voice now? Like I disabled my mic and then enabled it again. Because it's weird that you're not. Like, is it how? Like, can you hear me now? Right? I might. I don't know if I should switch my mic or something else. But damn it. Hold on. Now I'm getting another issue. Now OBS is not liking what's happening. Let me try. Okay. OBS disconnected there. Okay, so you said yes. So yes to what? Yes, you can hear me now, or that you still can't hear me. Well, you said yes. So I'm assuming that means you can hear me. Okay, perfect. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I really don't know what happened there. What is that? The camera's gone, so you can't see me right now. Okay, now everything is good. Okay, I said I don't know what's happening. OBS like crashed out. Okay, I'm not touching anything else. I'm not touching anything else. I'm leaving it as it is. Okay, so to reiterate everything I was saying before, because now I'm gonna assume that everything I said was not heard. That the first thing I wanted to do on the stream is to give a big thank you to everybody who has watched the latest anime time on the channel. As of right now, it is my most viewed video on the channel. Like, it is like double the size of my one of the X and Y reviews from back in like 2014. So that was like a long time ago, obviously. And so like it's more than double what I made in that video. And that was like the early days of X and Y. And like, not only is it my most viewed videos, I think it might have the most likes on my channel. I don't know. I don't think there's a way to gauge that. Like, there's no way for me to like store it. Like, there might be a way in like the analytics that I can like find out which is like the most liked video on the channel. But I don't know how to do that. If there is such a thing, I don't know how to do that. But not only is it my most viewed video ever on this channel, it's also the most subscribers I've gained from a video on the channel, period. Right? Like, in this short amount of time, because like when I don't remember. I know like, this video alone has gotten me at this point, because like I started the year off with like 1,020 subscribers, I think, that came in from last year. I think that's for like around that range, 1,020, and I'm almost basically at 1,900. So I'm close to 2,000 subscribers in the span of like a week. So like, this one video coming out blew up the channel like crazy. Like, it's astronomical the amount of eyes that I've seen this video. And like it's just wild, right? It's crazy how many people like watched that video and said, I want to subscribe to this person, right? So like, I really want to thank everybody for that, right? Because it's like, it's not easy taking a practically. My last video was in May. My last official video on the channel before this one was in May. And like, I had like, I think 2 live streams. When was it? Okay, so I had the video May 13th. And then I had one more live stream on May 18th. Then I had the Pokemon Presents live stream in July. And then I had the Nintendo Direct in September. Right? And I had one short that I uploaded in July. So I had like basically no content on this channel for a majority of the second half of the year. And like, to start off the year with this much of a bang, it's like, it's surreal. To me, it's surreal, the fact that it blew up like this, right? I also want to apologize for the fact that this stream is so late. Like, it was supposed to start at 6:30 my time, which is 5:30 Eastern, 2:30, no wait, Yeah, 2:30 Pacific time. That was like the plan, but the day just got away from me, and I wasn't able to do it. So first off, the big thank you for the support on the video, right? Which is humongous. I never thought I would see numbers like that ever on a video. And not only that, but just the amount of subscribers I've gained this past year. Like, it took me years to get to 1,000. Like, I got I reached 1,000 subscribers with the last anime time last year. When it came out in January. It's literally been a whole year since that video came out. And, well, a little less than a year, because it came out at the end of January. But I reached my 1,000 subscribers at that point. Like, I've been on YouTube since 20. Oh God. When was I can sort this out. 2011. I made my first video on this channel in 2011, August of 2011. So I've been on YouTube for 15 years, and I finally got 1,000 subscribers this past year, 2025, right? And now I make one video that blows up, and I'm almost at 2,000. So, like, in less than a year, I've had more viewers on this channel than I've ever had in my entire career. Well, yeah, viewers, subscribers. Like, it's ridiculous. In a 2 year span, I've gotten more people on this channel than I've had in the past 15 years. Like, you know how rare that is for a channel who stays small, right, for so long to just suddenly blow up like that. Like, I don't know, man. And I've gone through a lot. This channel has gone through so much. I was supposed to create a 1,000 subscriber special last year, but like, we're gonna talk about everything that happened in 2025, by the way. But I wasn't able to get it done, and like, bro, it's crazy the amount of support that I'm getting, you know. So I really appreciate everybody that stops by here, you know, like, and decided to subscribe, because that's not like, I never asked for that. Like, even in the anime time, I didn't ask for subscribers. I asked for likes, because that's the thing that, at least for that series, is gonna be the driving factor for more of them in the future. And that's like the only thing on the channel that I've ever asked likes for. I've never in my entire YouTube career, I have never asked for likes on a video until these last 2 anime times that I did. Like, other than that, I've only ever asked for people to comment on the videos, talk and have like a conversation in the comment section. Like, I asked for likes on 2 videos, and all of a sudden I'm blowing up. Is that the YouTube game? You're supposed to ask for likes and subs? I don't know. I guess I don't freaking know. But I don't want to do that. I have always stated, even back when I first started, I will never ask for subscription. Like, I never want to do that, because I feel like if people subscribe, it's because they want to subscribe, not because you as a YouTuber are asking them to subscribe. And look at that. I've never asked for it, and all of a sudden I'm finally making a comeback. I guess someone's asking for the likes. You ask for likes, people subscribe. I don't know. Maybe it's like a trigger in their brain. It's like, oh, like, comment, like, subscribe, stuff like that, you know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But, like, it's truly... It blows my mind. Okay, I didn't think that this review was gonna do this well. Okay, the funny thing is, like, I didn't even like the show, like, at all. I did not, like, my wife and I didn't like the show and all of a sudden the video blows. I hope that the next anime time we do, the show will actually be enjoyable. Because, okay, I guess I can talk about the main things that we're going to talk about. And then we're going to talk about the future of the channel, right? What we're going to do for this year, or like what I want to do for this year. Whether I'm going to achieve it or not, that's an entirely different thing. But basically, what happened last year is that around the time that I made my last videos on the channel, I showed them in the anime time. We got 2 new dogs, literally like a couple days apart. Because what ended up happening is, so we already have 3 in our house, right? Initially, we already had 3. We have the one that I brought into the relationship from when I used to live with my dad, who's our oldest. He's like turning 12 this year in like March. No, not March, April. No, it is March. Yeah, it is March. So our oldest, which is our oldest dog, right? He came in with me. Then when my wife and I moved in together, she brought in. Okay, names. I guess I should give them. So Max is our oldest. He's like the guard dog of the house. He's always patrolling the outside, making sure nobody comes in. So he's the one that I came in with, right? Then my wife, when we first moved in, she brought Loki, which is the offspring of my sister-in-law's dog. Right, they bred that dog, and then he's like the firstborn of that litter, and then that's the one she has. And then she brought that when we moved in together. So then we had those 2. When we moved into our house, because we were renting where we were used to live, right? When we came to our house, we have a big space, right? Big house. So, and my favorite breed has always been the golden retriever, right? Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted one. We never had one, right? In my family, we never had one. And so she surprised me, and we got my first golden retriever ever in my life, which I've made shorts with before. Actually, there is a short on this channel that shows you Loki and Lucy, who is the golden retriever that we had. So that's the one we got then. That was like 2 years ago at this point. And then, so she's like the shyest one out of all the pets, right? She's also very nervous Nancy, like she gets worried about everything. So she's like our shy, nervous dog, right? And so what happened is that I don't remember who it was that was telling us that it might be nice to have, and especially because he's a little older at this point, right? So he wasn't playing as much with, when Lucy would want to get, wants to play around or do something like that. He's not as action, he's not as active, he's not as active as he used to be. So, excuse me. So we're looking into getting her another, this time another golden retriever, right? to go along so that they can have some fun, right? But in the span of us searching for another dog, we ran into 2. So we got the golden retriever in the anime time that I showed you, who's Rex, right? He was the one we were looking at first, but we weren't getting too much communications from the people that were adopting them out. And my wife, in the meantime, was looking at other dogs, and then we found Thor, which is the one that you guys saw, that I showed you in the video, physically, in the video. And so that person responded to us relatively fast, and while we were communicating with them, then the other side, the ones that were giving the golden retrievers, were then starting back and forth, and then so we ended up getting 2 dogs basically back to back, literally one day after another. We got Thor first because he's their owner, or his owners were the fastest ones to respond, and the fastest ones to make an arrangement to meet. So we literally drove to the location, and then that same day we took him, right? And then the next day is when we had to get the other one. So we got Rex literally the next day, and it was something. Okay, so now we got 2 new puppies. They're literally a month apart because like Thor was born a month before Rex was. So like Thor was born in April. Yeah, he was born in April, and then Rex was born in May, right? So we literally got them near the end of the month, which I think is a little too early for Rex. I think that I don't want to go into too much detail about that whole fiasco, okay? Because but we got them both back to back, right? And so now we have to contend with the fact that we have 2 new small dogs in the house that we have to train, monitor, get them their shots, because Thor had no shots, by the way. When the owners gave them to us, they had no shots. So we had to get shots for him. Then we had to wait a little bit for Rex because he wasn't old enough to get some of the shots. So we had to have them like always careful, and then getting them acquainted to the new house and stuff like that, getting them familiar with the other dogs that we have in the house, and then train them so that they would go on, the puppy pads instead of on the floor or on the mattresses or anywhere, in the furniture, right? So that took a whole ordeal. And then we were gonna get them neutered because obviously we're not out here trying to get breeding done anyway. All our dogs are not neutered, castrated. They're both males. Neutered is Lucy, but nobody's having babies in this house, right? So had to get that prepared. So we have to get like a little kennel for each of them for when they have to be like enclosed while they're in recovery. We had to get them their cones so that they wouldn't mess with their stitches. So like the whole ordeal was just like it's usually when you get a pet you have that and you focus on that, but we had 2 at the same time. So like we're going through the motions on both of them, and because they're like a month apart, they're also like we gotta get them ready in different stages and stuff like that. So it was a lot. Okay, it was very stressful. Not to say having a pet is a bad thing, but when when you have 2 who are completely opposites of each other, and you're trying to get them accustomed to other animals in the same house, right? It's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. So it took us a bit to get adjusted to this new normal, and then on top of that, work has been a pain in my ass, right? Like this year was so hectic as hell, and I don't know how, or this past year, because we're already in 2026. I don't know how this year is gonna fare out, to be perfectly honest, because my mentor, the one I work with every day, right? He's retiring this year, right? At some point in the second half of the year, he already started talking about how he's retiring, which means that everything that we do as a team, and it's only us 2 people, by the way, everything that we do as a team is now all going to fall on me because I'm going to take all his responsibilities, and I don't have a backup. I don't have somebody to work with on my side. Like, we've been trying to train a person, but my manager is keeping them on a leash on other stuff, so I can't even train him properly on what we do. So it's gonna be, we'll see. But I'm hoping that the first couple months I'm able to adjust, and I'm probably gonna be doing way more than I've been doing, which will help me transition as soon as when his final day, my mentor's final day is. But my point is, so not only did I have all this pressure from all the stuff that was happening at work and preparing for all this stuff, but I also had the dogs, right? And there was a lot. It's time consuming. They're a little more chill now. Everybody goes outside, right? We've trained them for that. We've trained them well. It's just that they're still it's a lot of dogs, right? We have 5 dogs in this house, so it does. But we're getting adjusted to it. We're getting accustomed to all the craziness. You know, the house is like lively all the time. We're always chasing after them because they get into trouble if you're not paying attention. Like, if you have pets, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And like, you can train them, but sometimes they'll do things without you knowing, or you think everything is good, and then somebody's missing, and then it's crazy. Okay, so that's basically what happened last year, and why I was not able to do like any of my content. Right, I wasn't able to do my weekly streams that I was doing. I wasn't able to make videos. Like, I have so many videos in the backlog that I need to make. Like, I had a script going for a VGC tournament. I went back in February of last year. February? I think it was in February. I'm pretty sure it was. The point is, I went to a tournament in February, like a big regional that was held here in Puerto Rico. And I was making a script for it, and that basically got left to the wayside. I had shorts that I wanted to create. Those went to the wayside. The 1,000 subscriber special that I was planning on making, that one also went to the wayside. There was I think 2 other video projects that I had planned to do, and those fell to the wayside. And then on top of that, I had made a video, I don't remember when it was, but it was early last year. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember when it was. Oh wait, I think I found it. Okay, so it was before the anime time I made last year. Right? I had mentioned something about wanting to do more collabs. Right? I did that. I collabed with Uno for his streams a couple times here and there when he asked me, because I could just take a moment and just be there on his stream for a little while. But I had somebody that in my comment section who was a PokeTuber that I've seen in my favorite YouTuber's channel when he does his streams, or stuff like that. I've seen his name around before. So I don't know too much about the guy, but I have seen him before, and he had mentioned about wanting to do a collab. But obviously, because I had all these other projects in the works, right? All these other things that I had on my list, I wasn't able to get to him. I felt so bad. I never, after I said, yeah, I would love to do that. And I feel bad that I never got back to him afterwards to at least apologize. I'm definitely going to apologize to the guy this year. If I catch him on my favorite YouTuber's stream one of these days, I'm going to apologize to him and tell him, hey, I'm sorry I didn't get to you last year. Because I feel bad. I feel bad that they showed interest in having a collab video, and I just never got to him. And at this point, I don't think they're gonna do it, right? If I come back to them I don't know, you said you wanted to do it last year and you didn't do it, so we shall see. We shall see. But I know that Uno wants to do more collabs this year, but he's gonna be more laid back on his channel, so I don't know exactly when or what he plans to do. It might just be on his Twitch. I don't freaking know. But he did mention he wants to do more collabs. And I'm trying to think, because there was a couple things I had going. Oh, there was another VGC video that I was gonna make, but I didn't want to make that one until I finished the other one. So basically, every video project I had slated for last year at some point, I want to actually get them done. Okay, I really do. The first one. Before we talk, I don't want to start talking about stuff for this year yet. So I had all that. right? And then what else happened last year that was hectic as hell? I forget. It was just a stressful second half of the year. I'll just say that it was stressful as hell. So I've been trying to do more stuff here at home, right, for like the festivities. Like I think our house is like a key point for a lot of our, the people we know. So that was also something that was time consuming. We had a Friendsgiving party. So like, how people do Thanksgiving? Well, this one was for friends, and it was held at our house. So planning for that, getting everything ready. The first Christmas with our new dogs, right? So now I have a bigger party, a lot more things to handle. The surgery, right? When they castrated them, that was like a whole month, because Thor went first, right? And that's a whole 2 weeks that you have to be like all on top of them, making sure they're fine. And then literally as soon as he was done, like 2 days later, it was Rex's turn to get castrated. That's a whole other 2 weeks. So it was literally a whole month that we were there stuck taking care of these animals, right? And like, I think it was one of the funny things and I kept telling away is that when Thor was in recovery, Rex was always harassing him all the time, just bothering him, wanted to play with him, like, leave him alone. He's not feeling too good. He's not feeling too high. And Thor was just out of it. Like he would barely do much. Like he would rest, like take his pills, obviously, rest, eat. Sometimes would do his business, and stuff like that. But like Rex is always like trying to get his attention and stuff like that. And we're like, you're not gonna like it what's on the other foot, like when the shoe's on the other foot. And what ended up happening is that when it was Rex's turn, then Thor was like getting his vengeance because he was harassing him. It was like, oh, you don't like it now, do you? And Rex would look at me like, why would you do this to me? Oh, it was hilarious. But it's just one of those things that it takes a lot of time, right? And so like after that is when we're doing the whole getting everything ready for the Friendsgiving situation, making sure we had everything we needed. And then the other crazy part is that completely against our plans, like, right, we didn't have any of that in our mind. Christmas ended up being at our place this year, right? My wife's side of the family, they came by and they spent like Christmas Day at our house. That was also another thing that just took us. So, like, it was just like a heavy year with a lot of stuff happening, too much stuff if you ask me. And then the end of the year, like, it was crazy for work because like I literally worked every day. Starting like I worked. When was it? I think every year starting the 21st of December. I worked the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I worked the 24th. Like, I'm lucky that I work from home to have to deal with this shit. But I was working Christmas Eve, worked Christmas Day, then worked the day after Christmas. The whole weekend I was dealing with issues. Worked all the way through New Year's Eve. New Year's Day I was also working. Then I was working that Friday and also on Saturday. And then I had something to deal with for work on Sunday. And then today was a normal work week, right? Because this is when everybody's like coming back from like vacation and shit, or like the holidays. I didn't get that opportunity. Neither did my mentor, but that's a whole other thing. I'm over here talking about me. Okay, I didn't get a break. And I've been working every day. And then so like yesterday, I said I'm out for a week. Okay, I literally told them I've been working all these fucking days. Okay, I'm taking a whole week off. Okay, you cannot come at me and tell me nothing. So I told them I'm taking a whole week off. Well, technically a week and a day because I'm coming back on a Tuesday, right? I'm skipping a Monday. So I'm out. Right? It's gonna be just resting, trying to recover from all the shit I had to deal with at the end of the year. It's crazy. So my point is, I wasn't able to make videos. And the thing is, I was, for the anime time that came out last week, right? The one that came out last week. That video, I had started like really ramping up production on it, right? I had the script done like early December. I finalized it. I was working with my wife on it. What does it look like? Like I was still adding a couple things before I started the recordings, but I was working with my wife. I was like, "What do you think about this? Does it look good? Like, how do you feel about this?" And she was looking at it. Things look good. Obviously, I ad-libbed some stuff in the middle of the review that's not actually in the script, but that's just me, the way I am. But that video, I wanted to have it out before the end of the year. I wanted it to be the last video of 2025, right? Like my big comeback at the end of the year. It's like hurrah! And because of everything that was happening at work, I wasn't able to do it. Like I recorded, I recorded the first part of that video like the day after Christmas, and then things just kept going down, and like I was able to record like the second part like last week, like on the 28th, I think that's when it was, the 28th or 29th, I don't remember when it was, but like I was able to get the recordings done, right? And then getting like whatever things I was going to use for like the clips and like the pictures, and my wife made the thumbnail and like the transition shots, you know, the transition pictures and stuff like that. So like we were getting that stuff done, and I was like, I'm gonna get this done for New Year's Eve. I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna come out New Year's Eve. And every time I tried to edit that shit, something would happen, and I was like, fuck. So then it kept delaying me and delaying, and I was telling my wife, with everything that was happening, right? I was like it was the afternoon of New Year's Eve. So I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. It's just not happening. There's no way I can get this done. She's like, no, you can do it. You got this. Everything will be great. And something kept happening, and something kept happening. Other things kept happening, and I'm just telling her. I told her I don't think I can make it. Like I'm having delays upon delays upon delays. And then like I finally, like New Year's happened, and I'm like, see, I knew it wasn't gonna happen. And then I was like, maybe I can make it for the first, like hello, what's up, like New Year's Eve, Happy New Year, stuff like that. Nope, I wasn't able to. And then like even the day I got it posted, right? I got it posted on the 3rd of January, and that the only reason why is because it took forever to upload. And I don't know if it's because of the settings on my rendering that made the file so fucking huge. Because I got a new editor sometime, I don't know when it was, but I got a new editor, like editing software, not a person to edit videos, by the way. So I'm not big enough for that shit. But I got a new editing software, and I still am tinkering with it. I don't know much about it, right? So like all the stuff I used to do before, this thing is not the same, right? So I'm over here creating a whole video. That's also another reason why I probably was delayed, is because I was trying to learn as much as I could while making the video. That's a whole other story. But like my point is that I had to render it 3 times, by the way, because the audio kept getting screwed up in the final cut. Whenever I would finish rendering, the audio kept getting messed up, so I had to like fix it in the editing software. I had to like look it up, like what's happening, why am I hearing it normal, and like while I'm editing it, but when I render it, it gets fucked up. And I had to mess with so many settings. When I finally got it done, and it took like forever to upload, and I said, you know what, when it goes live, it goes live. Fuck it. And it went live, and then all of a sudden it just blew up, and I'm like, whoa. I guess all that stuff was worth it. I guess it was worth it. I'll give it up. But it was a rough year, okay? I want to go through it again? Hell no. I would not wish all the stresses that I had on my worst enemies. And like I always tell my wife, you are the reason why I'm still around. Like, cause like, bro, I get so frustrated. I get so stressed out. Like, I don't know how I always question, how am I still okay? Like, how am I still surviving? And it's all because of her. Like, she is my rock. And I always thank her every day. Like, you are the reason why I'm able to wake up every morning. Like, because you would think, right? You would, with the shit that I go through, I'm surprised I'm not depressed. Because of all the stress that I have to go through. Like, it's wild, but it's all because of her. I always gotta say, it's literally because of her. And I know that some people are like, oh, why can't you just, be like tough and swallow all your fucking, fuck you. Whoever thinks that way, they can. Like, there's nothing wrong with having somebody there to support you. I support her, she supports me. That's the way we go. That's the way we are. And like every day after work, she notices me, she sees me, she's like, it's okay, just come over here. I'm like, thank you. And I go there, I cuddle up to her because I just can't. I can't. Some of these people that I deal with, and it's not even the people, it's because like the people I work with have to deal with other people, and those are the ones that cause us problems. And it's not fun. It's just not fun. So every day I get out of work, I go to her, and she keeps me going. She really does. She really does. You need to find your partner. You need to find yourself a partner like that. That's what you need to do. Come over here. I made a fucking... When was that? I know I made a live stream talking about finding a partner or something like that. When was that? It was sometime last year, but I don't remember when it was. Hey, look at that. She's always there, always supporting. She's a real one. She is a real one. I'm trying to remember, when did I make that stream? Or was it a video? Oh, no, it was. Oh, that was in 2024. Never mind. I thought it was last year. That shit was forever ago. Damn! I can't believe it. It's been so long since I made that live stream. Well, but yeah, find you a real one. You need somebody that's gonna be your ride or die, just like we are for each other. It makes your whole world go round. Okay, so now basically, I guess it's time to talk about this coming year, right? Because now I have a video that blew up, right? So like I have to capitalize on it, otherwise all the video's effort is gonna go to waste. Right? So, first things first, I'm hopefully going to be able to relax a lot during this coming week, away from work, away from everything else. Like, make sure that keeps me calm and relaxed and able to enjoy my time with my wife and go through all the motions and stuff like that. First order of business, like, I have the Pokemon Horizons that I haven't watched. I haven't watched Horizons in almost a year. So like the newest arc that's gonna start in English right now, I watched like the first episode of that. Never made the review for it. And realistically speaking, I don't know how to handle those episode reviews anymore because I'm so behind. I'm literally so behind. I haven't watched a single... Ever since I watched the first episode of, like, the new Mega Evolution arc, right? I haven't watched anything else. So I'm behind. I probably look it up. Where's my thing? This one. I need to see your episode list. Okay. Over here, maybe? Yeah, over here. This is what I want. This is what I want. Okay, so this one. Yeah, episode 90. So I haven't watched. Okay, so I watched episode 90, which is like the first episode of the Mega Evolution arcs, the start of the Mega Evolution arc, right? I watched that one, and then look at that, it's already out for in the English dub. God damn it. Okay, so technically speaking, I watched the first 2 episodes because it was a 2-part. Okay, fine, whatever. So I watched them. I never reviewed them, right? I never reviewed them. Then, so I have all that, and then so they're right now in the Japanese sub. The latest episode that came out today is episode 123. So I'm behind 30 episodes of this show. So I don't know how to handle those episode reviews, because I can't just make 30 freaking reviews, right? That's excessive. That's too many videos to just start uploading, right? So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Do I want to continue like making the episode reviews? Because like I don't even know if people care about them enough to bring them back, right? Like I liked making the episode reviews, right? They were fun to make, and I love the series. So I don't see why I shouldn't, but at the same time, is it even like an option, right? I could just watch the arcs and make a review and talk about what I liked about the arc, like I did with because I made a retrospective of like the first 4 seasons of Horizons, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I might just have to do season reviews, like talk about, like watch the whole season and talk about that as a whole. Like maybe while I'm watching the episodes, I can make like some notes somewhere about what I thought about like certain episodes like highlight certain episodes like that. But like that's something I'm gonna have to figure out, right? My wife has already given me ideas. We can definitely discuss it later. But that's the first like topic on the agenda. How am I gonna handle Horizons moving forward? And the thing is, I'm following the sub. I don't care about the English dub. I watched 1 episode of the English dub to see the differences, and I was so disgusted by what they did that I'm like, nope. See, I'm out. The English dub. And this is weird coming from me because I watched the dub of Pokemon since inception until like Journeys, right? Because and I'm talking about like the first 2 seasons of Journeys, because I stopped. When did I stop? I don't remember one episode. I stopped watching Journeys after a certain point because I was gonna make a video about Go. I guess I can bring that up, but like I had a video I wanted to make on Go from Journeys, and like I had a script going, and like when I was making the script, I was still watching the show, and I got to the episodes that I think people were pissed about it. So like the whole script, because it was a defensive Go, right? My video was supposed to be a defensive Go because I couldn't understand why people hated this guy, right? Like I wasn't like the biggest fan of Go, right? But like I didn't hate the guy, and then I got to that one episode that I think people were pissed about, and like my whole script was like, fuck you. I'm like, nope, not touching that anymore. Like I could have twisted it. I could have made a twist for it, but at this point it's too late in the game. I'm never touching Journeys ever again. Like I'm not, at this point it's been too long. I didn't care for like the finale of the show. I did the To Be a Master reviews, right? I made those videos, those episode reviews. But I ain't going back to Journeys. Fuck that. No. Nope, I'm not going back to that. So I'm just gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with Horizons. Like I said, my wife gave me a good idea there. I might just go with that and go from there. Maybe that might be better. I don't know. Maybe that'll do better than just regular episode reviews. Who the fuck knows, right? But that's like a topic of the agenda number 1 is Horizons. I wanted to come back on this channel, but not in the same capacity as I used to do before, because I can't. It's too much work for me personally to do. I'm going to make 30 episode reviews, and by the time I'm done with those 30 episode reviews, I'm already going to be behind. So, like, it's gonna be like more catch up. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch up in time to where we are right now. It's just not happening. So that's number uno on this channel. Number two, VGC content. Okay, I know VGC is blowing up, right? It keeps getting bigger, and I have two videos that I had planned to make, and I want to get those done. So one of my first things I want to do is to go back, restructure the script that I had for the tournament I went to in February of last year. Restructure it, reformat it, make it more concise, because I think the way I was trying to do it before is just not feasible for me as where I am as a content creator and as a script writer. To be fair, like I still know there's so much more I can learn from writing scripts, right? So I don't think I'm at that level where what I was trying to convey, right? I don't think I'm at that level. I think my big problem with VGC content right now, or at least when I was trying to make that tournament video, is that and this is gonna sound weird, it's gonna sound bad, but I watch Wolf. I watch Wolfie VGC, right? I watch his videos, and I think I was trying to like take kind of what he does and his style, right? And like use some of the stuff and the way he presents his tournament videos, and like tone it down and match it to where I am at my level. But I can't do that because I'm not a pro VGC player. That's number one. And number two, I'm just not as good a storyteller as him and his team are, right? It's just not. So I think I need to tone it, scale it down, right? Bring it to a level that I can match, right? And do it my way, right? In a more, like, maybe as if I start participating more, if I start going out and going to more tournaments, like if I do stuff like that, then, and I improve and I make more of these videos and they're more enjoyed by the masses, then I could potentially do more of that. But that's, like I said, scale it down, bring it to where I am at my level of script writing, and on top of that, my level as a player, right? Create that tournament video, push it into the ethos, have you guys pick at it, whatever you want to do, and then work on the other one, which is the tournament I participated right before I went on my hiatus, right? It was a showdown, like VGC tournament that I participated in. So I have replays for everything. Like that's the best part about that one is I have every single game I played, right? So I can use that to my advantage when I make the video, because I can use what happened and I can visualize it and hopefully like show you more of the gameplay than I would with the other video, right? Because in the other one, because it's a live tournament, I don't have footage, so it's more like me just talking about what happened, stuff like that. So those are like the two big projects that I have, like at the start of this new year, that I want to create, right? Those two VGC videos. One, the tournament that I went to in February, and then the tournament that I participated in, Showdown. Like it was a big deal. Like there's a lot of top players in there. So that one a little bit afterward. I don't know. I might give it like a month break between the two videos. I don't know how I'm gonna handle that, but that's the plan for that at least. So those are like the two big stuff that I have. Shorts are something I want to do on the channel, but it requires me experimenting with my new video editor to find out how it works. I know I have one right now that I'm working on that's supposed to coincide with the anime time. That's already blown up anyways, so I'm hoping that they can help each other out. I don't know. Like the anime time helps out the short keeps helping out the anime time. We'll figure out how that works. But that one's like a really small one, right? Like that one's like not even that good compared to what I want to make. But I have a few ideas of shorts that I kind of want to make, and hopefully that also can be a thing that I do more on the channel. And then streams. I want to bring back the streams. I don't know. I need to coordinate with my wife what she thinks would be the best schedule for this. Because I technically speaking have 2 Let's Plays that I kind of left in the dust. So I want to finish at least one of them. One of them is shorter than the other. I know that for a fact, right? So if I can finish that one relatively fast, but I want to play more of the other game. So what I'm thinking I might do, right? And like I said, I'll get ideas from my wife to think what's the best route for this, is to do like a small recap video for each of those Let's Plays, and then bring back the weekly Let's Plays, like one on one day and the other one on the other day, right? And then just have those going. Finish one of them, right? Finish one of them, and then that's over and done with, and then like focus on the other one. I don't know if I want to do like 2 Let's Plays at a time. I think that might be too much for me to handle. But we'll see. Depending on how those streams end up doing, I might do like 2 of them a week. But I don't want to make any promises for that, because I don't know how they're gonna fare now that I've basically been leaving them behind for so long. But that's for streams. I wanna bring those back so I can finish at least one of the games, and then try to get to the other one and play that one, and go from there. The other stuff is obviously what now is like the biggest video on the channel, Anime Times. My wife and I have already decided on what the next anime is gonna be, right? So we're gonna be watching that in the near future, right? I don't know how long it's gonna take us to finish it. It's not that long of a show, but then again, Dog and Scissors took us a little bit, even though it was short. But then again, we weren't having fun with it anyways. But this one, I'm hoping that we enjoy it a little bit more. And so as soon as we're done watching it, right, then I'm gonna start working on the script for that one. I don't want to take a whole year to make these, okay? I don't want them to only be once a year, right? So the fact that I already released one this year, I want to make sure that I have more of them, because the fact that it did so well, right? I want to be that one to be like a flourishing series on the channel. Like I like Anime Times, but they're just too time consuming, and I think I'm just not as I think because of the fact that I haven't done them so much, like in so long, right? Like the Anime Time I did last year, the Inuyashiki one, was the first Anime Time I've done since like 2017. I think that was the last one. Hold on. I can look it up. I'm right here. When was the last Anime Time I did before that one? Yeah, I called it. A little less than a year. No, what the fuck am I saying? It was February of 2017. That was the last Anime Time I did on this channel before the Inuyashiki review. And back then, I don't know if they were that good. Okay, well, I still think they were fine, right? I'm not gonna sit here and hate on my old Anime Times, but like compared to the ones now, I think I do more effort in these ones. So they take longer to make, but I want to have more of them. I don't want them to become monthly yet. Okay, I don't think I'm good enough to have these out monthly, but I want to get to the point where I can release more than once a year, right? So I already released one. I want to have at least 2 more before the end of the year, and if I can make more than that, I would be ecstatic, right? So my wife and I are gonna watch the new show. Where I'm not gonna rush through it. Okay, I don't want to rush through these just to get these out. But as soon as we're done watching it, then I will start writing a script for it. And then when I'm finished with the script, then my wife looks at it. We look at it together. We're like, this looks good. I'll make an announcement on the community tab saying, hey, just to let you all know, we finished the latest anime for the newest Anime Time. I have finished the script. I will start working on the recordings and stuff like that in the near future. And then when I'm like close to done making it, I'll make another post saying, hey, just so you know, the video's almost ready to go. Expect it to be released around this date, right? And then I'm gonna do my goddamn best to get it out by that day. But I don't want to make any promises until we're there, right? The only other series that I have on the channel that I've made, you know, videos of in the past, is the Inferno League. Excuse me, the Inferno League, which was my draft league that I had on the channel. And that one's basically on, I think, on hiatus at this point. Like, I don't know if it's ever gonna, like, I want to bring it back. I do want to bring it back. But the thing is, singles VGC or singles draft league, I don't even think is popular right now. And, like, the only reason why the VGC is starting to pop up is because Wolf had his whole VGC draft league thing. So what I think, and like I said, my Discord server, which is the one where I have the people that participate in these leagues, link in the description. I don't know if the link is in this stream. Is it? I don't know if it is. It should be. I doubt it. I don't know if I added it. Oh, it is. It is. Okay, it's there. So, like, it's there, right? What was I saying? Oh, right. So, the Inferno League is basically, at this point, dead because most of the people in the Discord, like, there's not a lot of motivation for another draft league. We had one person that brought it up recently saying, oh, I've been missing, like, competitive draft league, and like we tried to, like, do something, but not enough people, like, wanted to participate, so, like, the idea kind of just died. So what I might suggest in the Discord later is to do seasons based on the format. So, like, do a singles VGC or a singles draft league, then do, like, a VGC draft league, and then do a singles, like, alternate between singles and VGC, just so that it's more, and, like, not, like, back to back, right? Like, give, like, a month or two break between the seasons, but, like, go back and forth between them so that people don't get bored, right? But I'll have to see. I'll have to see what we decide to do. But I would like that. I would like that idea. I don't know if the people in the Discord would like that idea. If more people join the Discord that would like to participate in a draft league, then we can definitely get the people's motivations for that. I think that might be worth thinking for. And the other type of content on the channel that's, like, even worth talking about are the Viewer Fridays. Excuse me, the Viewer Fridays, which, for the most part, I think the last few ones I've done have been, like, live streams that I've done, but, like, they're always available. I think the one series on the channel that I always want to keep alive is the Viewer Friday. And basically what that is, what a Viewer Friday is somebody would come into the comment section of a video, or in the comment section of a community post, or even on a live stream, right? And they'll be like, hey, Soresan, I would like to see your take on such and such thing, or I would like to know your thoughts about this thing that I saw, or hey, I would like to see a review on such a thing. And I would go ahead and take what that person said to me and then make a whole video about it. So that series is always depending on, like viewer input and people actually watching the channel, which, you know, is hard to do when you're basically, like, how do I say this, like, on hiatus. But those are always what I will always take any suggestions from the viewers. to make videos, right? Other than that, I don't think there's much else that I need to think about. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I have in terms of videos that I have planned or series on the channel that I would do, because like nothing else that I'm looking at, because I'm looking into my things. I don't see anything else that like jumps out at me as a series on the channel. Yeah, like I used to do discussions on Horizons, but if I'm only doing seasonal stuff, like if that's where I end up going with like seasonal stuff for Horizons, then that's not gonna work. Because it'll all I'm not gonna be able to, I guess, like I'm not gonna be able to follow it as much as before. Like what I could do, right? What I could do, and this is just me brainstorming with you all here, right? If I do end up going the route like my wife was talking about, and what we can do is to do like watch a season of Horizons, make a review for it, and then as I'm watching it live, right? Because I'm gonna be following the season once I catch up. Is that if I see something interesting or I have a thought of an interesting thing I expect, then I can make a video talking about what I am expecting, or like theory. Because I used to do a lot of theory videos on Horizons in the beginning. I had some weird headcanons. So like I can potentially do something like that, right? Like do like, hey, I have a theory on something that might be happening soon in Horizons, and then like post it, you know, something like that. Obviously, when Champions is close to coming out, there's probably going to be discussions around that. And then like when Gen 10 gets announced, I'm going to do what I did with Scarlet and Violet, where I started making videos about the stuff that I was seeing in the trailers and stuff like that. So like that stuff is going to come back when the new games are starting. Like when the new game hype starts, then I'm definitely going to be there talking about all that. I didn't do it for ZA because realistically speaking, there was nothing in there that was too interesting to me. I don't even have the game yet. I want to wait till I get a Switch 2 before I even bother getting ZA, because I'm not running that shit on Switch 1. Because I have the OG. Like I have the first generation Switch 1. If I try to run ZA on that thing, it's gonna kill my console. Like full stop. Like I'm not even gonna try that. Like I'm surprised. Well then again, Breath of the Wild was made for the original hardware, so that's probably why that one ran so well. But I haven't even started Tears of Kingdom. I'm scared. I'm playing other stuff anyways. I have a lot of shit in my backlog, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll see what other ideas I get throughout the year. And like I said, my wife and I will be like brainstorming on stuff that we could make for the channel. Because there's things to be made, content to be produced, and I really wanna like hit a stride this year, considering, you know, how it started. Like the fact that the year started off like this with a bang, I don't want to let that like train die. So the better, or the more I do, the better it'll be. So that's gonna be my motto for this for this year. But I think that's gonna be it. We've talked a lot. If you watched the playback, thank you once again for anybody that's recently subscribed to the channel. Like, we are like this close to hitting 2,000, which is a number I wasn't even expected to reach anytime soon, considering I barely hit 1,000 subscribers last year, and we're already this close to 2,000. So hopefully I can keep this marathon. Well, I'm not even. Yeah, I'll do it as a marathon. I'm not gonna. This isn't the time to sprint. This is the time to marathon. Like, take it slow, take one step at a time, to get the content out the door. So what I'm gonna do, right? This is my plan for these next few days. Sit down with my wife. Let's talk about the videos that I didn't get to make last year. What's the order that we're gonna make them in, right? And then create a release schedule for them, and then I start working on them. So that's number one. Number two, brainstorm ideas for this year, when we're gonna start doing those videos, right? Like I'm assuming we're gonna do them after the ones that were left over from last year. Number three, when are we starting the weekly streams again, and what days do we think is the best days to do them, right? Because there's, like I said, 2 Let's Plays. So deciding officially which days we're going to be doing them, right? And then I think that's it. Yeah, and then I'll obviously make announcements for when I'm doing some of this stuff. Like when we have an official schedule for the streams, I'll make a community post. I want to be more active on the community post this year than I was last year, because that's also some way that I can communicate to you all about what's going on the channel and all that stuff. So, but I guess that's going to be the thing. As soon as we have a schedule for the streams, that'll be the first community post to go out regarding content on the channel. I'm probably going to make a community post after the stream's over. You know, once again, thanking everybody for liking and for watching the video and all the stuff and all the support that I've been getting. But the next content related post or talking about future stuff is going to be that, talking about the streams coming back on the channel, the weekly streams. And then once we have a game plan of what we want to do in terms of the old content, then I'll start working on them and only like mention them, like, hey, we're working on this video first, and this is the first one that's going to come out. And then as I'm closer to getting it finalized, I'll be like, hey, by the way, this video is going to come out this day, and stuff like that. So, and like I said, that's going to be it. I saw the hearts. I saw the heart emojis, or the emotes, or the stuff. I saw them all. The goodbye hearts that we get. Excuse me. But I said, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you guys for watching the stream, for hanging out with me for this like hour. I think I don't know how long we've been streaming. It's been a while though. I don't remember how long we've been streaming. I don't see a time anywhere. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. I see the hearts again. I see the hearts. They're fluttering all over the place. I don't know why they don't show up on the actual like just the chat box, but I see them. Like in the restream, the thing I have here. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate everybody that stopped by and watched the stream. If you're watching the playback, thank you so much for watching the playback. And I hope you do check out the channel, see what else up. Because I know since a lot of you subscribe for the Anime Time, I would appreciate it if you checked out other stuff on the channel, see if there's anything else that interests you, not just the Anime Time. Because I want to, like, again, preface, Anime Times take me a while to make. So if that's the only thing you watch, I'm giving you the fair warning that there's not going to be like another one in like 2 weeks from now, right? But I'm going to try my best to get more of them out this year. Like, if I can get like 3 done this year, like including the ones that just happened, if I can get at least 3 done this year, I'll be happy. I want more. Yeah. Do I want to make more? Yes, I do. I want more out there. But if I can get at least 3 of them out this year, I will be happy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful night, wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend. And I have been your host to this channel, to this stream, through my videos, right? SoresanCrockxen. And I will see you all of you that are watching and liking the videos and watching the stream. I'll see you all in future videos, future streams, future shorts, and everything else that I make in this channel. I hope you all join me on this journey and that we make 2026 a year to kick ass. Right? Have a good night, everybody. Talk to you guys soon. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.